Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing some Touhou 4 Lotus Land story. And yeah, so we are back to the normal type of Touhou game, the normal bullet hell stuff. I'm not gonna let it go to that little demo yet. I will go to the music room here though, so you can read all the little notes on each song. I'm not sure if I ever did this one doing Touhou 2, so I might have to show that in one of the lunatic or extra videos. But yeah, if you want to read the notes on these songs, just pause the game and read them. Or pause the game, pause the video and read them. I am nuts apparently. Anyways, since this is my first video for Touhou 4 Lotus Land story, I am going to have to read the prologue. So yeah, I'm just gonna head over to this Touhou wiki page because they have a nice translation for us. So, in a far eastern land, there was a generally quiet shrine in the mountains. The Hakure shrine maiden Reimu-A was also generally bored. Ah man, I wonder if there's any work, something fun around. And so, because of her careless words, a large amount of ghosts and such suddenly came barging into the shrine. You reap what you sow. Eek, what the heck is this? Reimu quickly got down to business and began her evil spirit extermination. At this rate, the shrine will be ruined again. Looks like there's no other choice. I'll find the source of this and crush it! Somehow, and you mustn't make fun of the Shrine Maiden's somehow method, Reimu felt that the lake in the mountains behind the shrine was suspicious, and so she promptly headed towards the mountains. Though I get the feeling that in times like this, it's precisely because she left the shrine empty that it gets ruined. This place is definitely suspicious. There are tons of evil spirits here. I'm getting excited. I finally have some work. Evil spirit extermination again. Meanwhile, and now we move over to Marissa instead of Reimu. What the heck is this magic power? The possessor of a large capacity of fierce magic powers, Marissa Kurisame, was suddenly tempted by a vast magical force. Marissa, intent on making this power her own, headed towards the source. This is lovely. Where's this crazy amount of magic power coming from? Marissa made her way towards the lake without Reimu knowing. Well, that's what she had intended. And so, the two went to the lake for separate reasons. So, that is the story. And speaking of story, we have two stories to go through here. Reimu's story and Marissa's story, both of which have two shot types, so that means we will be playing through this 4 times on each difficulty. We actually want to go to the options here because I will be playing on every difficulty, so we are going to start with easy and go up from there. You can change the amount of lives and bombs you start with, but I'm not going to. There is like a lower quality audio option, but since I can use the good quality, I have no reason to change it. So, yeah, that is pretty much that. Let's get started, starting with Reimu and with her search shot type. On to level 1, Phantom Land. Or Stage 1, Phantom Land, rather. So, just like in Touhou 2, You want to collect these red little icons to make your shot stronger. And the purple icons there give you points. They give you more points if you're higher up on the screen when you collect them. And you want a lot of points because that gives you lives, which are very important in Touhou games. These games will wreck you. Now we've got our shots upgraded a bit. This shot type specifically gives you some homing shots. And yeah, they're gonna make it pretty easy early on here. Now, take a look on the right. This mini-boss, the Bewitching Lotus Flower, I actually forgot to look up the boss's names, but yeah, he actually had a health bar. Or she, probably, because it's Touhou, but whatever. So yeah, this is the first normal Touhou game where the bosses have health bars. Technically, they had health bars in Touhou 1 and 3, but those aren't normal Touhou games. Now that big orange thing I collected was basically worth multiple of the normal red or orange things you can collect. And now we are on to our first actual boss. I know you're there, Miss Not Quite Human. Come out, please. Huh? Am I mistaken? Looks like randomly guessing isn't going to work after all. Well, moving on then. Hey there, you said you were guessing, but what are you looking for? Ah, there you are, yokai. Who now? I was looking for yokai. What for? Obliteration. Oh, I see. Well then, good luck. If you'll just excuse me, I'll be on my way now. I meant you, of course. Wow, you're pretty sharp. Ordinary mountain yokai orange. Of course, I'm not human, but there isn't a single shrine maiden that doesn't exterminate yokai. Prepare yourself. Ah, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm the first stage boss. I'll bane shoot and pop your head off. So yeah, our first proper boss. Now, since this is the beginning, I shouldn't have any trouble with it. I shouldn't have to lose any lives or use up any bombs, but we do have bombs at our disposal. They basically clear the screen of enemies, not counting bosses, and clear the screen of bullets. So yeah, they will be very helpful, but we shouldn't need them yet. All done, now to seal her. I don't want to die yet. You should just give up, this was your fate. Not that anyone in Touhou ever actually dies, they just talk as if they do. And we received another bomb, although we probably won't actually be using it. Stage 2, Famine, Lake of Blood. Yeah, the thing about bombs in Touhou games is that I usually don't use them when I should. I usually think I'm okay, like I don't notice that I'm in danger, or I just think that I can make it, and then I don't, and then my bombs are wasted because I never used them. So hopefully I will actually use my bombs when I need them now. It can also be pretty hard to react fast enough to actually use your bombs, because like, you've really got to pay attention in these games and react quickly. Anyways, time for our Stage 2 mini-boss, Kurumi, I believe she's called. And that was quick. That green thing we just picked up was another bomb, and now we're fighting some evil eyes. Evil eyes. Yeah, we're not done with that. They are still carrying over. I'm glad that I'm still able to sing that at this point in the series. By the way, we have finally escaped 1997, the year that the first 3 games were released. We have made it to 1998. We are getting through this series very slowly but surely. I mean, I still have to finish up Touhou 2 and 3, because I haven't done the lunatic stuff for those games, or the extra mode stuff for Touhou 2, or the multiplayer for Touhou 3, so we're not quite out of that era yet, but we have at least made it to 98 or whenever I said it was. Ah, it's you from before. Pleased to meet you. Vampire of the Bloody Lake, Kurumi. My name is Kurumi. I'm this lake's gatekeeper. I defeat every single intruder that comes here without exception. That was a simple explanation. But didn't I just fight you before? That, well, it was just a bit of patrolling. Anyway, I'll show you no mercy to anyone who tries to pass through, whether they're a shrine maiden or not. I gotcha already. So boss number 2, Kurumi. I believe this is our first vampire in the series? I'm pretty sure. And yeah, this is still early on and easy mode, so it's still gonna be pretty easy. This is kind of seen as one of the easier games in the series, sort of. But there's something special about it that actually makes it really hard. And that's something that'll take a bit of explaining, but I've got dialogue to read right now. Also, we just got an extra life from points. Now go home already! How did I lose? It's a shrine maiden's duty to defeat yokai like you. But yeah, so anyways, to get through, like there's a few ways to beat a Touhou game. And also this next stage here is just called Darkness. But yeah, one way to beat a Touhou game is just to clear it, where you're allowed to use 3 continues. And there's also a 1cc, which is where you don't use any continues. And also... oh wait a minute, is this Bad Apple? Yes it is. This song is how a lot of people initially found the Touhou series, but we don't need to talk about that right now. But anyways, yeah, so there's clears and 1cc's, and you're pretty much always required to get a 1cc in order to get the good ending. However, a lot of Touhou games mark whether or not you've finished a playthrough, and in previous games it would mark off a playthrough as finished if you just cleared the game. But in this game it only marks a playthrough off as finished if you've done a 1cc. Which means that we are, in order to truly 100% this game, we will have to 1cc as every shot type on every difficulty, rather than just clear as every shot type on every difficulty, and just occasionally get a 1cc to get the good endings. So yeah, it is gonna be fun trying to 1cc this game 4 times on lunatic mode. I have no clue how I'm gonna pull that off. Anyways, we are about to the boss, and we have just died. We've died our first death, and we lost a bunch of bombs, because you go back to 2 bombs whenever you lose a life. What is this place? This is the entrance to the mansion on the boundary between the dream world and the real world. I'm the guardian here, Ellie. Gatekeeper of Mugenkan, Ellie. And... yes? We're going to fight, right? Well, yes. It's been an amazing day today. Humans seldom come here, but you're the second one that's come just today. Huh? Who's the other one? It was a magician. Marissa, it must be her. So, what happened to her? That is, well, she forced her way in, huh? I couldn't help it, It's been a while since the last time I fought. Anyway, I won't lose to you. I'm serious this time. Also, did we fight a mini-boss in this level? Because I totally didn't notice if we did. Anyway, so we are fighting Ellie. And, on the emulator that I'm using, the Annex 86, the graphics can basically end your game here if you don't have the game set properly, and it's kind of random what happens. Or rather, it's random whether or not the glitch happens. Basically, the glitch makes it so that no graphics are erased, so as I'm moving, you'll see me where I was, as well as where I am, as well as everywhere that I ever was. And the same applies to bullets. So yeah, I've changed my settings, and hopefully it's fixed now, but you never really know since it was just a random chance of that glitch happening in the first place. But yeah, if that glitch happens, it'll be a run-under. But it happens at the beginning of the fight, so it's not gonna happen this run. There is also the T98 emulator, which is what I usually record on, because graphical glitches rarely ever happen on that emulator. But it also runs my computer way too hard, and my laptop's fan has already split in half once because of this kind of stuff, so I use the Annex 86 emulator when I can. I've been beaten up physically and mentally. Alright, let's go. But why is Marissa here? And that is stage 3. Yeah, I will talk more about that stage on another playthrough. Stage 4, Dream of Frail Girl. So, typically, Touhou games have 6 stages, not counting the extra stage. And that was never the case yet until this game. Because the only other Touhou game that was like this was Touhou 2, Story of Eastern Wonderland. And that game only had 5 stages. This game has 5 or 6 stages, and I say 5 or 6 because if you're playing on easy mode like I am right now, there will only be 5 stages. Also, mini-boss Rengeteki or something like that. I didn't look up this boss's name beforehand. I should have. But we defeated her and got a bomb from her. She'll just go away if you take too long to defeat her. So it's a good thing we got that bomb. And now we've got stuff coming from below. Thankfully, the game warns us by saying danger. And now they're gonna come up somewhat randomly. And now, hey, it's that mid-boss again. You fight this one twice. Only this time, if you beat her, you get an extra life, so we definitely want that. But yeah, if you're on easy, this game will only have 5 stages. If you're on any higher difficulty, this game will have 6 stages, assuming you haven't used a continue. You only get to move on to stage 6 if you haven't used a continue. And you have to beat stage 6 in order to get the good ending, which means that we are guaranteed to get the bad ending on easy. How sad. But I had to show the bad endings off eventually anyways. So we got a lot of these guys to get through. They take quite a lot of hits. But thankfully they don't hit us, because they're not that hard. We are just about to the boss. We just have to make it through this final barrier here. This final, I can't remember the word right now. I meant to move up there and I moved right instead. I could have gone straight into that bullet. Their final line of defense, I guess is what I was trying to say. But now, I wonder if there's anyone here. Uh-oh, it's Reimu. Marissa, why the heck are you here? Well, you know. Magician of Red Dreams, Marissa Kurisame. You're planning something devious again, aren't you? I wouldn't say devious, exactly. Just let me handle things from here. I've got something I want to do before you handle anything. That is unacceptable. I need to hurry. Then it's a fight. You're on! So yeah, this is where Reimu and Marissa's playthroughs differ. If you're Reimu, you'll fight Marissa here, and if you're Marissa, you'll fight Reimu here. Which is pretty cool, and I fell for that one. Which means we lost our bombs again. Yeah, Marissa here is much easier than she was in Touhou 2. Really? I hit that? Okay. I tried to squeeze through, but it didn't quite work out. We're all powered up again. When you reach maximum power, it clears all the enemies, aside from bosses, of course, off the screen. And I think and the bullets too, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it's all bullets or if there's exceptions to certain kinds of bullets. But yeah, reaching max power is some sort of a screen clear. Alright, avoided that time. Nope, I don't like that. Okay, good, it didn't hit me. Now go home already. You better remember this. Not much longer now. And on to our final easy mode stage, Phantasmagoria. But Phantasmagoria was the last game. And like the 9th game, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so we are gonna see a heck of a lot of bullets on this stage, which is to be expected, being the final stage. Sort of the final stage. At least the final stage for now. And I realize that the sentence I just said contradicts itself, but whatever. Thankfully, the bullets in this stage seem to move very slowly, so it is not too hard to avoid them at all. And now, yeah, we are pretty much at the boss now. We just have to avoid all these appearing bullets. This is this stage's version of those bullets that randomly appear at the end of every stage. They kinda went a bit overboard with it on this stage, but it still was not hard. Come out, I know you're there! Huh? Who is it at this hour? The one making all the fuss this time is you, isn't it? Sheesh, you're so noisy. Who are you? I'm Reimu, a shrine maiden. I've come to completely seal this mansion. You're the cause of the fuss, right? What's with you, treating people like yokai? Well, you're not human. And? In other words, I came to stop you. Oh, that's no good, so you're an enemy. Are you awake now? How rude, I wasn't sleeping. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm the master of this mansion. Yuka, nice to meet you. Beauty of everlasting darkness, Yuka Kazami. Too bad we part here, though. Don't think you'll have it easy, because I just woke up. That is, if you want to live a little longer. Of course, I won't hold back. And here we go. Final boss fight against Yuka Kazami, kind of. I should have gone for the other points, but whatever. Nice, get in another life that we definitely don't need, but I will take it. Yeah, and these bullets are pretty slow, so they're not too bad. You just gotta be able to squeeze. This attack is a bit harder to avoid, but still not bad. But again, this is easy. I did not time that well, so I'm surprised I survived. Now you want to look out for this massive laser, and you gotta, like, just because you're on the side doesn't mean you're safe either, because she's still shooting more stuff at you while the big laser is going on. And she's about dead. Just one more big laser. And we have her. Here's her final attack, I guess. And she's done. Whoops, looks like I underestimated you. I should retreat for now. Where'd she go? Later. What a pain, but I can't give up here. Oh, just hurry up and leave already. Where are you? I won't fight anyone seriously with your level of power. Shut up! You're the one that needs to shut up. Later! Kya! Ugh. Ugh. So she managed to get away in the end. How shameful. Even though I'm a shrine maiden. Come to think of it, why did they come to the human world anyway? I have a bad feeling about this. Destroyed shrine. I knew it! Wah! Bad ending number 1. Try to 1cc on normal or higher difficulty. And there is our first playthrough of Touhou for Lotus Land story. So yeah, now I said that the game gives you like a little mark if you've 1cc'd the game. You don't actually have to 1cc the game on easy because you can't get the good ending anyways. So even if we would have just cleared the game, we still would have gotten that little mark to tell us that we cleared our playthrough. But on normal, hard, and lunatic mode, you have to 1cc in order for it to give you the mark telling you that you've cleared it. And also, extra mode, you have to, like, you can't just clear extra mode. You only have one, you don't have any continues for extra mode in any Touhou game, so there's that. Hello, Ellie. So, my skill, having trouble? Well, I think I did quite well, it's just that I played on a lower difficulty. Congratulations! Easy all clear. Try to normal rank. And now we get to put in our name. So I, of course, will be putting in Termina H as per usual. Or since there's no lowercase letters here, and I don't have room for like a decimal or anything, or a period or anything, decimal, instead of Termina H, it's more like Termina! Termina! But yeah, so if I briefly go into here for a second, you'll notice there's a little star next to search shot now, which is our little indicator that we have cleared search shot on easy mode. And like I said, on difficulties above easy, we will need to pull off a 1cc in order for that mark to appear. But yeah, that's the search shot playthrough. We will be doing the wide shot playthrough in the next video. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.